I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on the content creator Lele Pons. By the way, congratulations to her. I know she recently just got married, but I wanted to talk on this video of her being on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, where she was talking on making a WWE appearance. And I just brace yourself, right, for this information. But so she's talking about making the appearance, and then I think that's her husband, he chimes in, and he was like, "Oh yeah, they offered her $20 million to make an appearance." That's when I just was like, hold on, wait a minute, time out, wait a moment. Now, I don't know how much wrestlers, they're actually like WWE, AEW. I don't know how much they're making, right? I don't think nobody does. But it seems like throughout the time, I do feel like that the money has gotten a little bit higher. Now, one thing that I will not believe, that if that's not the case, where wrestlers, it's been like a steady salary, no raises, it's Roman Reigns is making the same amount of money The Rock was making when he was signed with WWE back in his prime. If nothing has changed, I refuse to believe that WWE will pay Lele Pons far too much money for an appearance. For one appearance. Now, a contract where she signed to WWE for years upon years upon years, then I can potentially see that being the case. But if that's not the case, I don't believe that. I do not believe that they offer, especially if she was saying that they were just talking on an appearance, $20 million for an appearance? Bro, even people... You have where Kevin Hart, Bad Bunny, Mike Tyson, freaking who else? Logan Paul. And Logan Paul is a talented wrestler, by the way. And so you have all of these big name people. I'm trying to think of some other big names that have been invited into the WWE, like whether it was a guest appearance or whatever. But I can think of so many different people and so many different wrestlers where that $20 million can either be given to them or shared amongst a bunch of people. But I refuse to believe that WWE has these talented wrestlers. Hold on for a second. I gotta take my hoodie off. All right, because this is making my body warm thinking about this. But I refuse to believe that WWE has all of these talented wrestlers and they're willing to give Lele Pons $20 million. That's something I'm going to have to see or hear, or WWE is going to have to confirm it. But if not, I do not believe that. I do not believe that at all. I refuse to believe that WWE is willing to pay that much. All right. And then that's the thing. To do what? Like, I'm not trying to say that Lele Pons is not a talented content creator. In my opinion, she is one of the most talented content creators because when she was on Vine, killed that scene. When Vine was a thing, like when Vine was in its prime and Lele Pons had started blowing up in her prime, there was no way possible you can look at Lele Pons when Vine was a thing and say that she wasn't one of the most, if not one, the most popular Viner on there. So I refuse to believe that. Then she got into music. Let's just see how many monthly plays that she's getting. I know one thing for sure. I'm going to definitely have to crack my fan out because, nah, man, it's getting warm. It's 60 degrees, and I'm like, bro, it's hot. I'm all like, I don't like when my body feels like this. But anyways, 4 million monthly listeners with her most listened to song having 391 million plays. Let's just see, but I'm saying like she's killed so much, but let's just see Lele Pons' net worth. Let's just see what her net worth is. Net worth is estimated to be at $3 million. So that's why I don't believe that WWE, I feel like that they will pay like far a percentage of her net worth to, like for an appearance. But let's just see how many subscribers she has on you. Let's see how many subscribers she has. So she has 17.9 million subscribers. Logan Paul has 23.6 million, and he even said that he's not getting paid like that to do his appearances at WWE because again, she was on Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast, and when her husband had said that, it was funny because she kind of tapped him on the leg, like it was kind of like one of those okay, calm down type taps. It wasn't like, oh no, don't like, but no, you know what? It actually was like, no, don't. It was more so like, no, don't tell them that. Don't just throw a random old number out there. But yeah, her husband, if that was something where like I think because she was kind of agreeing to it too, but I'm like, no, I just don't believe that. But even Logan Paul was surprised by that. Like when they heard that number, and I'm thinking to myself like, fam, if she's getting offered $20 million, now it's either one of two situations. If she's getting offered $20 million, there's going to be a lot of WWE wrestlers all like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, cause like not even on some R-Truth stuff, but like they're gonna be asking WWE, hey yo, what do you guys got going on to where I'm only getting a certain amount? I'm not even getting over $1 million, and you mean to tell me that she's getting 20 million to do what? That's the thing though. So like for those that don't, because I followed Lele Pons back in the day when she was on Vine and stuff. I used to watch her videos and stuff, and yeah, she did a lot of crazy stunts. I mean, it just seemed like that every time she would do a video and then would have to show afterwards like how she got like some crazy, like, no, there was the one stunt that I remember she did where she was getting dragged by her dress in a moving car and her leg was just all messed up. And then afterwards, she did stunts where she's falling, getting hit by stuff, all these crazy stunts, right? All of them. I'm pretty sure that woman is insured, my guy, okay? Her insurance is, they probably making sure of it, that it's like, hey, you better stick to the singing and all that stuff. I think she still does some crazy stunts, but not as crazy. But even still then, though, it's like, I just don't believe that I'm still trying to like comprehend that. I'm still trying to understand that. But it's like, okay, even after all of that, her doing all these crazy stunts, there's wrestlers that have literally been doing that ever since they were a child. They have been getting into wrestling ever since they were a child. So you mean to tell me that wrestlers, okay, Johnny Gargano, I think that's his name. Hold on first. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Johnny Gargano, like that. I have to say that's a big name in wrestling where he, people are like, oh, okay, like that's somebody where I'm like, he should get maybe not 20 million, but he should get some millions, okay? He should be getting a few millions, all right? And let's just see his net worth, salary. So, during a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed how much WWE NXT superstars are paid and reported that likes of Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa are earning over $75,000, but much less than $250,000 per year. That's like for the top names that were in NXT. We're talking Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. I think that's how you say his name. But 3 of the biggest NXT wrestlers earning over $75,000, but much less than $250,000. But Lele Pons, a popular content creator, is getting offered $20 million? No. Let's just look up WWE salary. WWE So, right, okay, so they're saying that professional wrestlers earn from 61,000 to 90, and this is from Glassdoor. So they're saying 61,000 to 97,000 per year. And then writers are earning 21,000 to 130,000 per year, and then WWE corporate are earning 21,000 to 120,000 per year. Now that's from Glassdoor, Indeed, and ZipRecruiter. Let's go on this website called ITN WWE, and they have like a whole article. So they're saying WWE has top-notch wrestlers, but those stars come with hefty money also. What is the range of WWE salaries? How much do their top stars make? So they go on to say WWE wrestlers' salaries start from $250,000 per year and range up to $10 million per year. Now, I would imagine that there's probably not a whole lot of wrestlers that's earning that much, but I'm kind of like piecing it together how like the one where they're all like, 60, 70 something thousand to less than 250. So that's probably like for the NXT, but then it's the main roster wrestlers where it's like, okay, it's probably a little bit more. And then like the Intercontinental Champion and them type of wrestlers where they got these big stories for them. Yeah, they're probably the ones that's making $250,000 to $10 million per year. Like somebody like The Miz, for an example. Like I can see somebody like him getting, let's just see like $5 million. Okay, but The Miz salary 2022, I guess, of $1.2 million. I feel like he should be earning more than that. But I mean, hey, a mill is a mill. I'm saying, like, I would be happy with earning $1 million a year. Like, I would be chilling, bruh. But so anyways, then there's like NXT. Oh, so those are like, so I think that was the main roster. And then they go on to say NXT salaries range from $50,000 to $200,000 with their top talents making at least $100,000 per year. And then it goes on to say in April 2022, Triple H told The Athletic that WWE superstars on the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, make at least $250,000 per year. Okay, so yeah, them guys chilling. And then they go on to say, in a report on Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer. Oh, so this is that one. And then there's like $4 million salary. Other top wrestlers are paid from $2 to $3 million per year. So they're like Brock Lesnar's salary $5 to $10 million. As per the last report on the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Brock Lesnar makes $5 million per year and base guarantee wages after his return in 2021. Earlier, Forbes reported in 2022 that Lesnar made $10 million per year from WWE. And then they go on to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, being the top star, has its perks. Roman Reigns' WWE salary is on par with Brock Lesnar at $5 million dollars and downside guarantee. Reigns also remains the top merchandise seller, along with John Cena will be getting additional bonuses for merchandise sales. Okay, so Vince McMahon earning $5 million and Randy Orton earning 4.5. I refuse to believe that. No, there's no way. When Vince McMahon, when he was making money, he was not just making $5 million. That's probably just like from an initial paycheck. But overall, I feel like he's taking a portion of everybody's money, which means he's going to be making some bank too. But even Vince McMahon, oh my God, it's like him being earning that much, $5 million, earning around $5 million per year. And you mean to tell me Lele Pons, okay, $20 million, all right, 4 times 5, that's 20. So you're earning 4 times the amount that Vince McMahon will earn in 4 years to get to that amount. And then you're only, that's like a one-time payment. That's what I mean. It's like it has to be like a multi-year contract in order for that to even happen. But at the same time, I refuse to believe that Lele Pons, just because of her social media following, is going to be up there with those guys. No, I refuse. I refuse to believe that. All right? There's nothing that you can say, do to me, okay? Or even try to explain it to me, whatever the situation is. I am not hearing that. I am not hearing that you are going to be making more than the top NXT wrestlers, than the top SmackDown wrestlers, than the top Monday Night Raw wrestlers. I'm saying even the wrestlers that are going to be a part of WrestleMania this year. Let's just see what WrestleMania 20 or 39. Okay, so we got matches. You're not making more money than Seth freaking Rollins, Logan Paul, Roman Reigns. You're not even making more money than Paul Heyman, okay? Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Brock Lesnar, Omos, and definitely not MVP, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Austin Theory, John Cena, and John Cena has been doing appearances, and I guarantee and promise you, he's making more money than that. You're not making more money than John Cena. Trish Stratus, Lita, Becky Lynch, Damage Control being Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, Edge or Finn Balor, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, versus 3-team. This two. I was like, what is this? But then Braun Strowman, Ricochet, definitely not Ricochet, and Ricochet being probably one of the most talented wrestlers in the wrestling industry right now. You are not making more money than him. The Street Profits being Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, Alpha Academy being Chad Gable and Otis. Or Otis now. Not even the Viking Raiders. And I feel like the Viking Raiders, they're like so, whether they're going to be there or not. But you're not making more money than them. That being Eric and Ivar, whatever that man's name is. You're definitely not making more money than the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, or Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You are not pulling in $20 million from WWE, and I just listed off all of the top, literally some of the most top wrestlers in WWE right now. You're not making more money than them. I am sorry to break that news to you, but it is not possible. I am sorry, all right? So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you were purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you were purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you were purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys. And if you want to learn more about SeatGeek, Poggers, and Fatal Grips, you could go to my Twitter account and you will find all the information. You could go and click on my Twitter account, go to my profile, and once when you're there, you'll see their usernames are in my bio section, so you can learn everything you need to learn about with them and stuff. But anyways, SeatGeek just sells tickets to like sports, music shows and all that stuff. Poggers, of course, energy drinks and sleep drinks. And then Fatal Grips, they sell like controllers covers and like grip covers for your analog sticks. So and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.